Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a viewer request for Sabaton and the Price of a Mile. And this is about the Passchendaele battle, I believe. Thank you very much for this request. It's been on my list for a while, but it's just a really long list, so it does take me some time to get to each of your requests. If you would like your requests a lot quicker, check in the description. There's a way to buy me a coffee and get yours within days rather than months. Very interested in having a listen to this one. War, well, what can I say about it? Maybe I'll say some more later. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I normally try to avoid it. I don't watch a lot of war films, and I used to believe that old saying that if you don't know your history, you'll tend to repeat it. But it seems to me that if we do know it, we tend to repeat it as well. So I don't know. We'll see what this one's all about. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked videos and commented. It all helps. I read all the comments. I answer as many as I can. And I do appreciate all the information that you send as well. Check in the description. There will be a link to Sabaton's channel so that you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support these great musicians that give us all this wonderful music and things to think about as well. I'm sure that's going to happen. This is an official lyric video, it says, so I'm assuming we'll be able to see the lyrics as we go. Let's go. The Art of War.
Throw your soldiers into positions whence there is no escape, and they will prefer death to flight.
Like the suspenseful build-up with that drum hit as well.
Hear the sound of a machine gun, hear it echo in the night. Mortars firing, rains the scene, scars the fields that once were green. It's a stalemate at the front line, where the soldiers rest in mud. Roads and houses, all is gone, there's no glory to be won. Know that many men will suffer, know that many men will die. Half a million lives at stake as the fields of Passchendaele. And as the night falls, the general calls and the battle carries on and on. What is the purpose of it all? What's the price of a mile? Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out.
Yeah, the First World War, all wars are horrible, but the First World War was incredibly tough for the soldiers, as I say, knee deep in mud and filth, and nothing left after the fighting had gone on for a while. You know, the Passchendaele, what were they fighting for? There wasn't anything left there. I'm not even sure they got a mile, and then it was all given up anyway. So, and many Canadians were slaughtered there. I think about 4,000, which was a lot for Canada at the time. And by the time they came in, I believe they were relieving some of the New Zealand Australian forces. The British forces had been in there before. Everybody was well, killed and or exhausted or wounded, and so by the time the Canadians were put in, they pretty much knew they were sending a lot of them to as war fodder just to be slaughtered. And so this is the problem, because some of the generals or whatever's, I think they just see them as chess pieces, and they're not even human.
March to the beat, it's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of machine guns kept on firing through the night. Mortars placed and wrecked the scene. Guns the fields that once were green. Still a deadlock at the front line, where the soldiers die in mud. Roads and houses since long gone. Still no glory has been won. Know that many men have suffered. Know that many men has died. 6 months of ground has been won. 500,000 men are gone. And as the men crawl, the general call, and the killing carried on and on. What was the purpose of it all? Was the price of a mile? Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in the trench with no way out. Young men are dying. They pay the price. Oh, how they suffer. So tell me, what's the price of a
Great guitar work there.
Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of feet march.
Okay. Back up a bit here, just yeah, instrumentally really good and vocally as well, of course. You got that very powerful voice. Um, the subject matter, well, the horrors of war, of course. First World War was, I was going to say particularly bad, but how can I say that? Because then, they're all bad when you're thousands of people are being killed. And but the mud and the trenches and the pictures they showed some of the pictures here, it was very good the way that they did that, sort of looking at an album, kind of putting the pictures up, but just horrible too, just horrific when you think, most of these were young men, boys really, and just basically being sent in to be murdered, slaughtered, whatever you want to call it. And on the German side too. I mean, a bunch of young guys from on the German side, and all these different countries losing so much of their young people and their futures, and I don't know. This is really, really sad. And it's still going on today. What's the price? I don't know. How do you calculate that? I know that, the idea is to fight for freedom and sometimes glory. Certainly there was a lot of propaganda. There always is, but there was a lot of propaganda during the First World War that, you should join up, and you almost felt you had to, even if you were a pacifist, which maybe they weren't even using the words at the time, but you felt pressured. You had to join. You had to go because, I mean, really, what were you if you didn't? Worthless, useless shit. So I look at some of the students I'm teaching, and I teach all ages, mind you, but I have a lot of younger students as well, and I look at some of my ancestors, some of my grandparents, and great grandparents were involved, and uncles and things were involved in these wars, and they were kids basically. They're just kids to me now. As I get older, uh, people seem to be getting younger and younger. I see police officers and say, "Why'd you give that guy a gun? He's only 14." And of course he's not, but they look younger and younger, and I think that it's just horrible. Uh, and I know that some say this is when Canada kind of came into its own because uh, their offensive was so good in this particular war, Passchendaele, and it's sometimes still sort of glorified a little bit for the Canadians, but really they gained nothing, and so many people died on all sides. Um, was it worth it? I don't know. What's the price? What's the price of freedom? What's the price of particularly battles, that are sort of were already known as being useless at that point, and you're still sending in soldiers, even though you know it's a lost cause. But I guess some could argue, well, how do you know that till it's over? I don't know. I know there are some people who really are impressed by war and the history of war, and I'll leave it at that. Anyway, it's let me know. Give it a like if you liked it. I don't mean like war, but like the video and as I say, the instrumentation and vocals and the message, perhaps too. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check in the description to find a link to Sabaton's channel and go and subscribe there as well, and like videos and comment and support the artist. That's always a good thing to do. Let me know what else you would like me to react to, and if you want it quicker, check in the description. There's a way to do that too. In the meantime, try to keep yourself out of the mud and out of shooting others and being shot yourself. I hope you can. It's still going on around the world today. I just shake my head and think, I don't know. Humanity, will we ever really learn? Like I say, whether we pay attention to it or not, we don't seem to learn one way or the other. But anyway, all right, it's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.